Hello and welcome. We're covering the poem Crisis by Elizabeth Eybers. This is an important poem. I think they might ask this one. So let's have a look here. I'm going to just cover things that they could possibly ask about this because there's only 10 marks that they can use. So there's no point learning 4 million things about this poem. Let's just learn the important things because that'll get you the marks and get you through the paper. Please remember that my books are on Takealot. Please do me a massive favor and just put that Takealot link on your WhatsApp status or the link to this video on your WhatsApp status or on your Instagram. It'll help me enormously. If you help me back, then the universe will send good things your way. Okay, let's have a look at Crisis by Elizabeth Eybers. Let's read the poem. I've got the translation here, and then I've obviously have my little analytical notes, and that's all that you'll need really. Okay, you'll see that you'll get this thing if you give me just a few minutes of your precious time and my precious time. I'm also busy, trust me. All right, let's see. Dis hier wat ons twee skei. It's here. Dis is short for dit is. It's here that the two of us part ways. You, jy hart en ek. You, heart, and me. See, they write the heart there with capital letter. Albei, tot afskeid. So onvoorbereid. I just highlighted these words to show you the rhyme scheme, which is pretty meaningless in this poem, to be honest. Okay. Both of us, to afskeid is separation, so unprepared. Okay, so this is a sudden decision. Okay, you and I are done. I didn't prepare for this, but you, heart, you, my heart, you, what's inside of me, we are done. Okay. Die weg was lieflik waar langs jy gelei het. The path that you led me on was lovely. It was a beautiful path. It was fun, filled with adventure. Maar, dis verby. But, it's over. Al staar jy terug, even though you look back at me with your puppy eyes, it's over. Nou strek, so there's a new sentence there in that line. Nou strek die pad langs klowe, afgrond en moeras. Now the road that we're walking is next to klove are like valleys, afgronds is a cliff, and a moeras is like a marshland. Okay, dangerous places. Now we're walking next to those dangerous places, not through them. Okay, ravines, abysses, and swamps. That's how they translate it here. Kloof can also be like a valley. Ravine is more dangerous, actually, because it's sharp. An abyss, afgrond. Okay, a cliff. En 'n moeras is 'n swamp. Voortvarend en 'n lafaard soos altyd. Impulsive. Voortvarend is someone who is impulsive but normally successful. Okay, voortvarend is a successful person. Impulsive, but they normally make good decisions, or they get a good result, seemingly good result from their decisions. Voortvarend en 'n lafaard, a coward, as always. A coward is someone who doesn't take responsibility for their actions. Like always. Okay, so there's a track record being revealed here. Okay, you've always been a coward. Heart. You've always, you've never really taken accountability for your actions. Number 7. En nooit in staat tot enige besluit. You've never been capable. You've never been capable. In state, okay, in state. Capable is probably a better word, eh? Yeah. It's when you copy other people's stuff. Capable to make any decisions. You can't make decisions, you just want to have fun. Okay, the brain has to make all the bloody decisions. Okay? En siek daarbij. And you are sick. Is jy nou 'n las? You're just a burden. because you are hurting and you are emotional, and now you're just being a burden. I can't live with this emotional thing boiling in me. Okay, heart sore, heartache. Do something. Oh, I've got a great idea. Let's do this. Let's I don't know. Let's take alcohol to the matric dance and then go driving on the back of a Jeep. That's a fantastic idea. And then something bad happens, and now your heart is sore, and now it's just a burden, and you have to deal with 10 million different consequences from that. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. If you, by the time you're matric, you've done a few of those stupid things, like we all have. Okay. Jy was die gas en gasheer by die fees. You were the guest and the host at the festival. So you can fulfill multiple roles. The heart can be this, the heart can be that. I can be the whatever I want to be because I'm the heart. I'm a good actor. I'm a very good actor. Okay? They expand this kind of metaphor. The ceremoniemeester, the master of ceremonies, and the clown. I can be the clown. I can be serious if you want me to be serious. I can be the joker if you want me to be the joker. I can be the class clown. I can be the responsible one. I can be whatever you want me to be. Whatever is the most fun thing to do. Jou dwaase raad, your foolish advice, kan net die hoof verwar. So here we get the other party, the brain, the hoof, the head. The head can only confuse the head. So the heart with its emotions, yes, can most certainly trick the brain into doing, or convince the brain into doing stupid things. Okay? Waar elke tree die laaste mag wees. You can do very dangerous things where every step can be the last. Like doing really, like we just mentioned, involving really bad decisions of really bad plans that you've made with your mates, really risky stuff. Okay, it has and could literally lead to your death. Like, there's no other way to put it. Okay, or being expelled from school, or flip, you know, you don't even want to go down that rabbit hole. Okay. Kyk, look, that's an instruction, that's quite serious. Dit word laat, it's getting late, yeah. It's getting late. Die kermis is verby. The festival's over, the fair's over, the party's over, man. Like, cut this nonsense. Kan jy dit nie begryp? Can you not understand? Hier moet ons skei. Here we have to part ways. We have to separate ways. Alright, let me just move this thing out the way momentarily. So let's look at the in-depth analysis here. Okay, so when we look at the title, it says crisis. It's not a crisis, it's not the crisis, it's crisis. Only crisis there. Okay. Let me just get my drawing thing out here. There we go. It's crisis. Alright, so that means that it's universal. So you have to learn that word. Universeel. It's a crisis wat almal affecteer. It's something that affects everybody. There's no a or die. It's not specific to the spreker, the narrator of the poem, the person speaking in the poem. Okay, so that's quite important. So this is the battle between the heart and the head is something that affects all of us, even older people, right? It's normally, and this is the case, I think in this poem, is this is an older narrator, it's an older speaker here. And they've learned through hard lessons that you cannot listen to your heart all the time. it will send you down a path of heartache and a crisis, which is what this person has reached here. Okay, so let's just look at a few things, pick out a few things that they could ask questions about and discuss those. Do you agree that that's what we're after? We don't want to entertain this poem more than we have to. Okay, so the hier, oh sorry, undo. The hier, there. Oh my goodness, this mouse. The here is, it's a figurative line in the sand. That's what I'm saying here. It's a line in the sand that this person has drawn. So okay, here our paths separate. You've done something now. You've convinced my brain to do something, and I've now had enough. Dit is die einde. Dit is waar ek die besluit neem. Jy, it addresses the heart directly. Okay, with a capital letter. They might ask this. Okay, so this is a way of personifying the heart. It's a personifikasie van jou hart. Sy praat met jou hart asof dit 'n persoon is. She or he. Okay, it can be a he. There's no indication what gender we're talking about here. I shouldn't even mention gender. Okay, you know what I mean. Okay, it doesn't matter anymore apparently. Okay, so the heart is being addressed as a person, but it's inside the same human being. Okay, do you understand? So the ek, my suggestion is, it's okay, so it's the spreker. It's probably an older person. It's probably an older person. Dalk al die hart ervaar hart se krisis ervaar. It's probably someone who's experienced the many crises of the heart. Okay, because as younger people we don't seem to learn from the heart's mistakes. We're like, meh, it is what it is, you know, I'll just recover. Okay, but when the heart makes mistakes that have lasting effects or irreparable effects, then we kind of learn from it, isn't it? Okay, so purely my suggestion, right? It's an older person, okay, that's now made this decision. Okay, what's the evidence for that? It's a person that's walked a road of life. Okay, so here's the pad, die weg. So die weg there is die lewensweg. So let's just maybe put that in there. So die pad is die lewenspad. So what is that? They might ask you that actually. I've gone through this poem 10 times and now I see it for the first time. Die weg is die lewenspad. Die lewenspad van die persoon. Their walk of life, right? Makes sense? I think so. So they say it's an onvoorbereide afskeid there. That's interesting to me. Okay, I would ask something about that, because why is this now an unprepared separation? It's almost like something happened. Well, by definition, a crisis is something that happens unexpectedly, isn't it? Really? A crisis? If you see something coming, do you still call it a crisis? Maybe. Okay, but it's almost like this is something that happens suddenly. 'n onvoorbereide afskeid. Iets het gebeur. Something happened. Crisis wat tot finale besluit lei. A crisis that led to this final decision. Okay, that's kind of the feeling you get. Okay, something happened, a final crisis happened. Okay, then I picked out this line of die pad van die hart is lieflik. Pret, spontaan, sonder gedagte aan nagevolge. Those are my notes, okay? So this is the road of the heart. So if you follow your heart and you're just having fun, it's spontaneous, it's without thought of consequence, nagevolg is consequence. You just do whatever you want. It's fun. It's just having fun. It's doing silly things. You can think of the things that you've done or wanted to do and maybe pulled out last minute. I can think of some of the things that I've done. I can't mention those things on the internet. Okay, it's some stupid things. Okay, that if I think back now, I was like, that was just my heart doing ridiculous things. And if I could slap my younger self, I would. I honestly would. Okay, so but yeah, so take that as advice. I don't know if it helps. Okay, so let me get this sentence here. Look there, nou strek die pad langs die klowe. So there's enjambment, right? Why can't I ever spell? Sorry, I am mildly dyslexic. So just excuse that. So there's enjambment, okay? How do you say it in English? Enjambment. So there's enjambment there. It carries on to line 4 to line 5. So that speeds up the poem. So the speeding up of the poem kind of fits with this whole theme of making decisions impulsively and making decisions quickly, isn't it? Die besluit is vinnig en beslis. It was quickly and definite. Your heart is like, yeah, I'm going to do it. No. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure. Whatever, I'm sure. I'm going to do it. And then you do it. Okay. Also, this word geleid, it's short for gelei het. It's shortened, just like it also fits in with the theme. This is the theme of making decisions quickly. Okay, the heart takes quick decisions. That's why this poem reads quite quickly. So they could ask you the function of the enjambment, the function of the shortening of this word. What is die funksie? What is die funksie? Is to make the poem shorter so that it fits in with the theme of making decisions impulsively and quickly like the heart does. Okay. Dit pas in met die tema van die hart wat vinnige en impulsiewe besluite neem. Okay, pause and rewind that if you need that. Okay. Then this is, to me, is very interesting. And I'm proud of myself for picking this up. There's the word maar, right? Now maar normally indicates a shift and a change in the poem. Maar is a vending, they call it a vending. And it's normally a definite break in the poem where meaning changes, or there's a shift, or a clear shift from one idea to a next idea. But it's not in this poem, and that's so functional, because it doesn't that just illustrate the heart and its conflict with the brain. Like, I'm going to do this. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do this. No, you're not going to do that. And the brain says this, and the heart says, yeah, we're going to do it. And then you're convinced again, and you think about it, and then you go back and forth between this decision-making process, and you don't really have an answer. So the vending is a fake vending. It's too early in the poem. It's way too early in the poem for a shift in the poem. Okay, and that fits in beautifully with the theme of not being able to make up your mind. Okay, and I don't see that in any of the analyses of the poem. I don't read too many, to be honest. I don't really have that kind of luxury of time, but I didn't see it. So that maar is normally, it's a vending, but there's no vending here. Maar is nou verby. Nou strek jy voortvarend. Now it goes on. You are, and there the heart still has an influence in line 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so there's no shift here. Okay, so die vending, you can say yes, it is a vending, maar it's dis 'n valse wending. Die hart het steeds 'n invloed na die wending. Shall I type that out? I don't know. I don't think that kind of depth is required, but I just thought, man, that is such skillful writing by Elizabeth Eybers. Die hart, valse wending, let's just say that, valse. And that's what makes poetry beautiful, is you get little moments like this where you're just like, what? That is crazy good. Die hart het steeds invloed. You would think that after the wending, after the shift, the heart is now out of the picture. No, not the case. Steeds invloed op die persoon, on the person, isn't it? Okay, you might disagree with me. If you do, write me a nice comment on YouTube or send me an email. Okay, if you disagree, you're allowed to disagree. This is poetry. You can think anything if you can support your view, and I can support mine. So, okay, all right. Before I get carried away here, start terug. So, the path is ended. You are staring back. It kind of creates that visual image of a person walking away and then looking back if the other person's looking back, kind of like lovers separating. It's kind of in many ways, it's like a love affair, a really bad love affair. Okay, toxic. It's a toxic love affair, isn't it? Between the heart and the brain. Okay, where you finally decide, no, my heart is actually doing more damage than good. And there's a separation period, okay, where it's very rarely that relationships just go cut and dry. There's normally a little back and forth after that, and well, I don't know if you know how it goes, but that is how it goes. Okay. Ja, so they start terug. I just wrote a note there. I said it's the sentimentele effect van die hart op die brain. It's the sentimental effect, that emotional grip that the heart has on the brain, the logical part of ourselves. Then they mention those three things, die klove, die afgrond, en die moeras. So these are dangerous places that the heart can take you into, isn't it? Okay. These are... we had the translations, the crevices, cliffs and things like that, marshlands and things. These are places that you get hurt. That's where the heart takes you. That's where you get stuck. Okay, really stuck and hurt. In Njambament, again, there's a Njambament there. Where is it? Yeah, no strack. Okay, so it moves fast. So it flows like the conversation between the heart and the head. It also flows like the decision making, which is quick. Okay, but something else I picked up here, and I didn't see it anywhere else. So the road that the person is walking now is langs. So that's a preposition, eh? So that's a preposition, next to. You're not walking you're not walking in a ravine or down an abyss or in a swamp. You're walking next to it, which is interesting, meaningful. Never miss a word in poetry. I spotted that thing. I spotted that. They're walking next to, not through. So that's a wise decision. Don't walk down a ravine or down an abyss or in a swamp. Walk next to it. That's the logical thing to do, isn't it? So we can see some progress here. Progressie. Progressie. They might use the word progressie in line 5 and give us a clue about the progressie. There it is. There it is. Okay. And I said it here, pad loop langs, nie deur klove nie. We can add there, dis die hoof, the brain, dis die hoof se pad. Dis die wyse pad. The wise route. This is wise. This is progress, man. This is real. You're not mooring down the cliff because your heart said, hey, let's jump down the cliff. Isn't that a great idea? Or let's walk through the marshlands. Doesn't it sound fun? Mud is good for your skin. And then you get stuck. Okay. So next to, so that little word there, langs, is, I think, very meaningful. I didn't see that in other people's analysis. Okay, you must look. There's words there, okay, that mean things. And saying that, I also miss a lot. Okay, you've pointed out in my previous videos that I've missed A, B, C, D, E, F. Thank you. Okay, well done. You've exposed some of my omissions. So well done. I don't mind that at all in a very serious sense. Okay. Voortvarend. Impulsive, energetic. See, in a lafaard, soos altyd. But now the brain is sort of calling the heart out, saying, hey, you're impulsive, man. You're a coward. Like, I can see that, you know. Once you, so recognition is the first step to acceptance. Is that a quote? Recognition is the first step to acceptance, okay? So the brain is like calling out the heart. It's like, hey, I can see what's happening here, okay? But you still have an influence. You still, voortvarend means, in a sense, also still successful. So the heart's still achieving something, which fits in with that idea that maar wasn't really a shift in the poem, okay? Lafaard, a coward. So it's someone who doesn't take verantwoordelikheid vir sy dade. So I've just put that in because they might ask that. Just learn that. Die ek, die intellect of logika moet oorneem. How do you spell logika? Why do I feel that there must be an E there? I think there has to be. Sorry, my spelling is not the best, I promise. Just excuse that if I miss something. Then they say, then this idea of the heart is sick. Okay, again, die hart besluit op aksies wat tot hartseer en spyt lei. The heart decides on actions that lead to heartache and regret. Regret is a big thing, big thing in life. Also this suggestion that, and maybe I'm wrong here, but the idea that this is an older narrator, an older speaker, so maybe the heart might be literally sick. Okay, sick is not a word that you normally use figuratively. If someone says, hey, I'm sick, you're going to think that they have flu or a virus. You're not going to think that they're sick mentally. That's not the first it's not the first thing that you think, okay, unless you really know the person. So yeah, it says, so the heart might be sick, and I mean heart disease, heart attacks, I mean enlarging of the heart. Those are very common diseases in South Africa, okay, probably because of the way we live. I'm not sure actually, okay. A las is a burden. So here it says in siek daarby, nou is jy 'n las. You're just a burden. Die hart en sy emosie kom in die pad van logiese besluite. Dit belemmer logika. I think I'm spelling logika wrong, guys. I think it's oh my god. Okay, logika. Let's just double check for me. Yes, I just checked. Sorry, it's logika. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. Okay, I do apologize. It's logika. There's no E. It's not IE. It's logika. I don't know why I thought that. Yeah. I'm sorry. Okay, okay, so I'll just fix it as we go along. Here's an interesting one. So they say was. They switch to a past tense here. Well, not they, she or there. You see, there's the past tense. Jy was die gas en gasheer by die fees. You were the guest and the host at the ceremony. Okay, so that was is in verlede. That means that things have changed. Okay, that line in the sand is indeed valid and it has changed. Die hart kan verskillende rolle speel. Yeah, this is nice because it shows the different roles that the heart can take. If you want me to be happy, I'll be happy. If you want me to be sad, I'll be sad. If you want this, you can have this. I'll be anything that you want me to be. And it gave dwaase raad. Okay, a foolish advice. Verkeerde raad, slegte advies. That's what the heart does. There's a clear conflict. Die conflict is tussen die hart en die brein. Okay, die hoof. So now here for the first time we see die hoof. Okay, jou dwaase raad kan net die hoof verwar. Hoofletter again. So this is now personification of what? They might ask you what? What does this mean? Okay, brain, logika, let me just fix it. Verstand, brain, yeah, verstand again. Okay, so those all mean the same thing. So pick one. I don't know what you prefer. Okay, elke tree mag die laaste wees. Okay, so yeah, and this is my main evidence for saying that this is an older narrator, where every step might be the last. Okay, so it could on one level just mean that if you make a bad decision, you might die, which is true even if you're young, like the example we made earlier of standing on the back of a bakkie on the highway when people have been drinking. That's like an easy way to die. Okay. However, it does kind of hint towards an older person with a lang lewenspad, die ervaring met die hart. It's something that comes with experience. When you get to my age, if you're a male, sooner when you're a female, I would argue that strongly. Men take far longer to grow up and realize that their heart can just get them in trouble. But when you get to my kind of age, you sort of realize that you can't act on the heart's impulses. You've walked a long road, jy het baie ervaring, jy het baie foute gemaak, jy's ouer, jy's wyser, those kind of things. So they say here, kyk, so that's an instruction, starts there, starts with a verb, wow, that's serious, kyk, ernstig, this hart word direct aangespreek, so the heart is still being addressed quite seriously, which still also says that maar wasn't really a substantial change, because we're still arguing here in line 13-14. Dit word laat. Die kermis is verby. There's almost a bit of sarcasm there. Biting sarcasm. Hey, party is over. Hello. Kan jy dit nie begryp nie? Can't you understand it? Hier moet ons kyk. So that here reminds us of the here that we saw in the first line. So it makes quite a nice binding unit there of what we have. And then we have a rhyme here. It's quite mixed. Sometimes it's onarmde rhyme, sometimes it's paar rhyme. Normally I would delve into that and try and unpack the meaning of the rhyme and how it fits in with the poem. Maybe it hints here because the rhyme is so mixed or uneven. Maybe that points to the chaotic relationship between the heart and the head. Die chaotische. Flip. No, this is becoming a note. Die is chaotisch. Die chaotische verhouding. Tussen die hart in die brain. Okay. If there was something like that, I doubt it, but you never know. Okay, it's an Italian sonnet, so it's an octave, it's 8 lines and then 6. Whoopsie. So there should have been a break there. Oops. So there's normally an image a mental picture that's been created in the first 8, and then an explanation in the second 6. Not always, sort of a rough guide, okay, but yeah. But anyway, I think that this will help you so if your teacher explained it in class, then you watch this video, then you go to your book with the questions and you do the questions, okay, then you come back to this video and watch it again. Then what more do you want to do? Okay, if you have a tutor, let the tutor run through the thing with you. If you watch this with your teacher, they might disagree with me, which is fine on some of the points, and they also might fill in a little bit. Just pause and fill in some stuff. That's fantastic. Then you have a beautiful teacher. Treat your teachers well. They don't get paid a lot, okay, like me. It's a tough job, okay, so be kind to them, okay. Be kind. Be kind to your teacher. Work with your teacher. Work hard. And you can help me by just sharing this video, this link, to everybody. Okay, on your Facebook, if you're still on Facebook, on your Instagram, on your WhatsApp status. And I promise you, if you send that out, then good things will come back into your life. And that's just how life works. But yeah, thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. I hope this helps. Sorry if it was very long and boring. So I'm sick of my own voice, so I can only imagine how you must be feeling. But anyway, have a great one. It's early morning hours here. Yeah, my computer clock is completely wrong. It's very late in the morning, and I'm gonna call it a day, and then we'll see you in the next video.